fingerstyle blues guitar there. That was by Justin Johnson. Good artist. There you go. I just texted you, Ariel. I said, hey, asshole, I'm live. You got to hope for a long day and fix your bike with your own two hands. Hey, stranger, I just messaged you. Y'all, I guess we'll play this music one more time because y'all missed it. Or how about this?
Hey, Sam, it's
not that. I'm sorry. How are you guys doing today? Man, it is a nice day today, but all the flowers and the trees and stuff, the pine trees are starting to start make pollen, and man, it's just going to tear me up. Got home things to settle. I guess I better turn the chat on. The energy is changing good. I'm loving it. Yeah, so the energy took a turn today when James O'Keefe filed a lawsuit against Twitter, and in the morning he's filing against CNN for libel and defamation. And Project Veritas's lawyers have not lost a lawsuit yet. And I believe they've done over, it's either like 13 or 30 cases so far in Project Veritas's history. I don't quote me on that, but I think I just recall hearing something like that, somewhere between 8 and 30. I don't know where that comes from, but that's just what I remember. Cases they've won regarding basically the same things, issues of defamation and libel against James O'Keefe and Project Veritas. But now Twitter, and I'm surprised Facebook hadn't done it and YouTube hadn't done it to him yet, but they haven't done it to him yet, but they will. They'll jump on board. They'll get sued too. It's going to be brutal because they're going to air that trial. They're going to air those proceedings, and it's going to get back to the government, and Section 230 is involved with it too. So and anyway, so it'll be a good trial. I'll want to watch the proceedings of, see Jack Dorsey and his CEOs squirm in their chairs, trying to explain away how they admitted to being a propaganda media outlet, a propaganda outlet in the guise of a media outlet, which is illegal, by the way. Notwithstanding the Smith-Mundt Act, which makes it legal for them to lie about anything they want to, basically, and get away with it. So I don't know how they're going to sidestep that. But you do have to be a registered media organization. I can't do it with Deep State Watchdogs. If I lied about stuff and posted as fact, I could get in trouble. But like ABC News and CNN and Fox, affiliated news networks, media, and government branches and functionalities of government can lie and slander and libel and defamate all they want under the Smith-Mundt Act. Look it up. Hell, let's go look it up right now. Read that. I'll just put it up here. And you can go back and pause this video and read all this. This is coming out of the Wikipedia. But basically what it does is it gives the media and our government rights to lie to us with their media. They can make up stuff and get away with it. And this is interesting. This is the part where there's entities covered by the Act. This is the entities that are covered by the Act. Voice of America, Alhura Satellite Television, Radio Farda, Radio Free Asia, Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Radio and Television Marti, Radio Sala. The Department of State is also covered by the Smith-Mundt Act. No other department or agency of the United States government is covered by the Smith-Mundt Act. Okay, the Department of State is. The United States Agency for International Development and Millennium Challenge Corporation have said they are not sure whether they are covered. Oh, Streamlabs, hello. I'm going to bury you there. So, how was y'all's day today? Is everything going great? Snappy? Alright, that's about enough of that. If you want to go back and read that, you can feel free to. And interpret it as you may. But it needs to be amended. James Edward O'Keefe III, born June 28, 1984, is an American conservative political activist and provocateur. He produces secretly recorded undercover audio and video encounters in academic, governmental, and social service organizations, purporting to show abusive or illegal behavior by employees and or representatives of those organizations. He has selectively edited videos to misrepresent the context of the conversations and the subject's responses. No, he doesn't. He doesn't edit videos to misrepresent. See, Wikipedia isn't even on this guy's side. Man, O'Keefe is a great guy, dude. O'Keefe gained national attention for his selectively edited video recordings of Workers Association of Community Organizations for Reform Now, that's ACORN, offices in 2009. His arrest and guilty plea in 2010 for entering the federal office of then U.S. Senator Mary Landrieu, Democrat, Louisiana, under false pretenses, and the release of misleading videos of conversations with two high-ranking, now former NPR executives in 2011. Well, man, sometimes you got to break the law to get the truth. You got to. The truth is not forthcoming from these people. They are not going to hand it over. You have to hornswaggle them into fucking spilling the beans. But once the beans are spilled, man, the beans are spilled. You can't, if the glove doesn't fit, you must quit. But if the glove does fit, you're going to jail. For most normal people, anyway. That, however, doesn't apply to ranking members of ACORN or ex-NPR executives that were paid a federal salary, the California State Attorney General's office or the Government Accountability Office. O'Keefe has gained support from right-wing and conservative media interest groups. In 2009, Andrew Breitbart commissioned him for the option to publish new videos exclusively on BigGovernment.com. In June 2010, O'Keefe formed a 501c3 organization, Project Veritas, which has taken off and is now a juggernaut. The last information they have on him is Twitter suspension 2021. On April 15th, 2021, O'Keefe was suspended from Twitter for operating fake accounts, which he was not operating fake accounts. They're legitimate accounts. On April 19th, he filed a lawsuit against Twitter in state court in Westchester County, New York, claiming that Twitter's reasons for suspending him is false and defamatory. Yep. We'll see what they have to put in here after they win the fucking court cases. See, here's the list of them. Court cases: New Jersey Education Association videos, 2018. Failed attempt to sting the Washington Post, 2017. CNN undercover videos, 2017. Attempted sting of Open Society Foundations, 2016. Attempt to solicit voter fraud, 2014. Yeah, no, they didn't. See, this is a bunch of lies posted by the left. Fucking Wikipedia is full of the fucking salty Unsalted crackers over here at Twitter. All right, let me check Trey. Days full of blessings. Well, yeah, my guy got a new gaming laptop for almost next to nothing. He needs some help clearing out the programs and memory that are on it so he can make it his own computer. But yeah, a lot of people are having a good day today. The neighbors are out cooking. But all my neighbors are outside cooking, and everybody's having a good old time. Hey, baby Skello. So anyway, IT help desk. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch. Go over to my Twitch. I'm on Twitch. Right now, I'm on Twitch. You mean streaming games? I'm on Twitch. My Twitch is up. I'm on Twitch, BK, Facebook, Periscope, which is Twitter's video feed. I'm on YouTube, D Live. I'm on D Live right now. Daily Motion, Vaughn Live, Vapors TV, and Donut Live. Fucking everywhere, baby. But nobody watches me. I don't know what I gotta do. Pull gerbils out of my ass to get attention or something. Well, I've been playing a lot of Warzone. This season 3 just came out the other day ago, and it's really neat, man. I really like my Warzone. Battlefield 5 is coming out later in the year after Warzone wraps up, and we'll have some streaming to that. I gotta upload the video I made of last night's stream that I recorded of me playing, so it'll be up later tonight, tomorrow. It's just taking an ungodly amount of time to upload, so yeah, that's all the big news today. James O'Keefe is suing Twitter and CNN for libel and defamation. Could wind up with the companies himself. He could take them for everything they're worth. Just take over the companies and make them just public free speech platforms. That would piss off the makers of who created it, like Jack Dorsey and shit. Who's that bitch that owns YouTube? Just watch Project Veritas own the fucking media, leftist media groups here in the next couple weeks. That'll be funny as hell. But Trump ain't doing it. It's some young guy named James O'Keefe who's doing it. He's got balls. You gotta have balls, man. You gotta have balls. You can't be a fucking weak old man like Trump and fucking Biden, bumbling Biden. Biden the buffoon. Yeah, I think he would. If he given the opportunity, he would. He would. He would definitely do it. I think he would. He's serious as not. Hey, Alvin. Sasha, I stream to Twitch. I just don't stream. I haven't been streaming my games because it was causing too much lag on my computer. I was streaming on the Xbox, and it was a real crappy stream, lots of lag. When I went back and watched them all, and the PC streams are a little bit better, but they're not. But I don't have a good enough computer to stream and game at the same time and get a. People were shooting me before I could even see them, and I was lagging out and fucking getting shitty scores and stuff and not winning. And I just I was tired of it, so I turned the stream off, and my frames per second went up, and my latency went down, and I started winning. I started kicking ass, but I was recording it. I recorded a bunch from last night that I'll be publishing. I'll put it up on Twitch. I don't know how I'm going to do it without running it through Restream, because I could only download 500 not kilobytes or megabytes, whatever, to Restream for videos. And it's a 3-hour video that I put together. I'll be putting on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube. So you go to my YouTube. You can find me anywhere. It's Mr. Mission Control. Here, I'll give you the link to my YouTube channel. So everybody, if you want to see, and I will live stream every once in a while to show you guys certain tips and tricks and stuff. Like, I've got some lined up that I want to show you guys that I just learned over the past couple days, and I'll probably live stream those tomorrow or the next day, and those will be live streamed, but they won't be my actual grinding out gameplay like I like to do, like playing seriously. It's just be showing you, well, how to do certain, like level up your guns and stuff. Here's the link to my YouTube channel for everybody that doesn't have it. Make sure you go to my backup, Mr. Mission Control 2.0, to get that. But I'm really going to transition over to Bitchute and Lbry Odysee, because this right here, what James O'Keefe is doing, is going to trigger a purge, another purge, a social media purge. I guarantee it. Give it time to hit the press of what is going on in the trial, and these CNN and Twitter are losing the case against Project Veritas, and all the intricacies come out about it into public light, and then they have to acknowledge that they can't twist it in any way. This is going to come out in a way that they cannot twist and turn against us or James O'Keefe. They made a mistake by, instead of attacking his organization, they attacked his persona. They attacked himself. They attacked him. That'd be like if people had a problem with deep state, they came after me Well, I could fucking sue them. Because that's the company. That's a Deep State Watchdogs is a organization, a company, a group, an LLC or whatever. It's not licensed, but it still falls under that because I created it that way. It's existing. It's functional. All it takes is a lawsuit to make it viable. You don't need to go fill out all the forms and licenses and stuff. A lawsuit will set that in concrete. And then you have to fill out the forms and stuff later. But it'll go down as an organization run by more than one person. For a nonprofit at that. So we don't charge fees over at Deep State. Well, except for Ariel charges for his natal chart readings. But that's not news. That's not information, free information. I mean, it's not, that's personal information. He's giving people personal information for a price for natal chart readings. His astronomy. I can hardly say it. Full moon Scorpio soon, Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, full moon. So what does that mean? See, you're supposed to come on and talk about this stuff. We were supposed to have a stream. Are you going to do it tomorrow or what? You said you had a big day. Are you going to come on now and do it? But my buddy's coming over with that computer, so I don't know when he's going to be here. So astronomy. It's astrology. I know all the Scorpios I ever dated, they had small, and it says in their astrology charts that they have small genitalia. All the Scorpio girls I ever dated were little tiny things. But this one turned out she had a thyroid problem. She got real big and she passed away because she got so big, poor thing. But she used to be like a little mouse. She was my girlfriend's best friend, and she was a little mouse girl. Little thing. She had a genetic thyroid problem, and she got so overweight she killed her. What does the full moon Scorpio mean? All right, stranger. Yeah, I'm cutting this stream anyway here in a minute. I'll see you later. Life is kickstart a new mission and focus. Okay, I got you. Okay, well, we need to do it before the 30th to tell everybody what the 30th has in store. So, and the 1st.
The issue that hovers around.
All right. I got something for you guys. Whoever wants to stick around, and listen to Terence McKenna. And I'll probably listen to this when I come back in, but I'm going to go smoke. Instead of cutting the stream and playing music, here's Terence McKenna speech, about 12 minutes, a little over 12 minutes. Don't be afraid to go it alone. Ariel, you're going to want to listen to this at least. I'm going to listen to it too, but I'm going to be outside smoking.
That hovers around the psychedelic experience. It was mentioned last night. It's strong in my life. I haven't found any real solution other than hold your nose and jump. But the issue is surrender. This is something real. You don't find people going into the ashram in the morning to meditate with their knees knocking in fear because of how terrifying and profound they know that meditation is going to be. But if they were going in there to smoke DMT, they would be fully riveted on the modalities of what was about to happen. I mean, we can tell shit from shinola. It's just that we don't always prefer shinola. And I'm not like, I don't advocate it. People, like sometimes there are people who are disappointed because they say, well, how often do you do it? Well, the answer is not very often. I mean, if I can get it in a couple or 3 times a year, I feel like I'm hitting it pretty hard. And the more successful it is, the less often you have to do it. I mean, I know people who say DMT is their most favorite drug, and when you say, well, when was the last time you did it? They say, well, 1967. It only lasted 4 minutes. They're still processing it. Well, I mentioned this earlier, the question, how do they keep the lid on this stuff? And I suppose here I'm preaching to the converted, because many people last night said they had an interest in this kind of thing. But they don't keep the lid on sexuality. No society has ever had it so under control that people didn't have sex. I mean, they may have had sex under weird conditions and under, ritual strictures and this and that. But we are like this salamander that has the option of never developing into its mature form. And to my mind, that's a tragedy, because this is our birthright, and somehow our inability to get a grip on our global problems has to do with this immaturity about our mental state. The two, I feel very strongly, are linked, and that of course we can't get control of the world because we are children in some profound way. And we don't like being children, but the culture has reinforced a form of infantilism. And the way I explain it to myself is it's a kind of unwillingness to go it alone on a certain level. I don't know how many of you remember in Brave New World, Huxley's brilliant dystopia, but there's a scene in there where Bernard, who is the guy who's out of it in the novel because in his fetal fluid they got an alcohol contaminant. And so he's different from everybody else in this society, and he occasionally has original thoughts. And he and his assigned girlfriend for the evening, or whatever she is, are in a helicopter, and they sweep out past the crematoria where they're recollecting elements for reuse. And he suspends the helicopter over the Black Bay, and she immediately becomes very agitated, restless, anxious, and pleads with him to return to the city. And what it is it's her anxiety over being alone in the presence of nature. She literally can't take it. And I think there are a lot of people in our society, and each of us in our own way at different times, who have within us this neurotic and infantile creature that can't face it alone, and that this going it alone thing is very important. You know, Plotinus, the great Neoplatonic philosopher, he spoke of the mystical experience as the flight of the alone to the alone. And in the psychedelic experience, there is this issue of surrender, because a lot of people want to diddle with it. They want to be able to say they did it, but they don't ever want to face an actual moment where they put it all on the line. And yet the whole issue with this stuff is to let it lead, to let it show what it wants to show. So somehow, individually, we have to reclaim our experience. The real message, more important even than the psychedelic experience, the real message that I try to leave with people in these weekends is the primacy of direct experience. That as people, the real universe is, within your reach, always. Everything not within your reach is basically unconfirmed rumor. And we insert ourselves like ants or honeybees into hierarchies of knowledge. So we say, well, what's going on in the world? Well, turn on CNN. And then somehow we're ordered. Then we say, okay, it's 85 degrees in Baghdad and the wind is out of the northeast at 15 miles an hour. And we feel somehow better now because we're getting the information. But what we have done is sold out direct experience. And all institutions require this of us, that we somehow redefine ourselves for the convenience of the institution. And this redefinition always involves a narrowing, a denial, so that, if you want to be in Marxist society, if you want to function in Marxist society, you have to define yourself as a Marxist human being. Well, it turns out in a Marxist society there are no homosexuals, because that just happens in decadent societies. So then, if you happen to notice any tendency like this in yourself, you have to deny its existence, because this just doesn't happen in a Marxist society. And similarly, every society has this. In our society, if you hear voices, we have mental hospitals for you. If you have vast visions of the future, we have drugs that can help you and make this go away. So then somehow, in modern society, the discovery of psychedelics is the discovery that all of this cultural machinery is just Wizard of Oz stuff. You remember the scene in The Wizard of Oz where the curtain is swept back and they see the little guy there, and he says, booming out over the loudspeaker, "Ignore the little man pulling the levers. Ignore the little man pulling the levers." Well, the little man pulling the levers is what sweeps into view with psychedelics, and you discover, culture is provisional. Whether we have 9 wives or 3, whether we tattoo ourselves blue, whether we eat insects or not, all of these things are just decisions that we make. And then we congratulate ourselves on our wisdom, and we live within that, and we hunt down and kill all the people who disagree with us. And that's called having a culture, having a way of life, being somebody. But I don't see history as a wrong turning. I see it, the metaphor that I like is that of the prodigal son, that there was a reason for this long descent into matter, this peregrination. It was a shamanic journey of some sort. You know, the shaman goes into the world pool or ascends the world tree to go to the center of the axis of the cosmos, to recover the pearl or the gift or the lost soul, and then return with it. And this is what history was, I think. It was a descent into the hell worlds of matter, energy, space, and time, for the purpose of recovering something that was lost. It wasn't lost by us. It was lost by the breathing, the disystole of the planet. Just climax of climate moved us into paradise and then moved us out of paradise. I mean, you must that the story of Eden is the story of history's first drug bust. I mean, it's the story of a whole lot of tension over who's going to take or not take a certain plant which confers knowledge. And Yahweh, wandering in the garden, says to himself, if the man and the woman eat of the fruit, they will become as we are. The issue was co-equality, co-knowledge with the Creator. Well, where do we stand, you know, in man's existential march? How does that work? Can we always accept the subservient, infantile position? I mean, is knowledge to be dispensed by gods, and if not gods, then the institutions that appoint themselves as gods over us? Or is it actually that maturity begins with somehow claiming this birthright? And it is a birthright. And I don't know if a society can survive the claiming of this birthright by a large number of people. Certainly in the 1960s, when this was attempted, everybody got very agitated, and then it was frozen out. In so-called primitive or pre-literate societies, there is the office of the shaman, and the shaman is deputized to act for all of us. In the same way that we have airplane mechanics to fix jet engines, we have shamans to explore these hidden and fairly terrifying other dimensions. The people who self-select themselves into a group like this, in a society like that, would be the candidates for this kind of shamanic voyaging.
All right. So listen to your shamans. Listen to your shamans. Even those people you might not consider shamans, they really are. Like, I guess I've considered myself a shaman for a long time after I practiced shamanism for quite some time, and I still do. What I do is nothing more than exercising my mental facilities and letting everybody know what I think. You know, the common sense stuff. Um, my experience going through a lot of troubling times, a lot of experiences. Ariel's a shaman. Uh, his advice to people is to do planks. Do some planks. Make your tummy feel better. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. Fucking Ariel. Ariel's a good guy. I like to call him up at 3 a.m. in the morning and fucking give him a good earful. And I know if I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to talk to somebody, Ariel will be there. But anyway, let me find some music here to catch us out. Something I won't get. Something I won't get copyright strike. Oh, here we go. No music. No music today. No music today. I played enough music at the beginning. We're going to listen. We're going to do this. Some more philosophy. This time, Native American.
So, live your life that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Trouble no one for their religion. Respect others in their view, and demand that they respect yours too. Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and its purpose in the service of your people. Prepare a noble death song for the day when you pass over the great divide. Always give a word or a sign of salute when meeting or passing a friend, even a stranger, when in a lonely place. Show respect to all people and grovel to none. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for food and the joy of living. If you see no reason to give thanks, the blame lies only on yourself. Abuse no one and no thing, for abuse turns the wise into fools and robs the spirit of its vision. When it comes your time to die, be not like those whose hearts are filled with the fear of death, so that when their time comes, they weep and pray for a little more time to live their lives over again in a different way. Sing your death song and die like a hero going home.
Sing your death song and die like a hero going home, guys. That's about winds it up for tonight. Be looking for that upload of Call of Duty. It's about 3 hours, and then I'll have tomorrow night's Call of Duty upload will be zombies. I'm gonna be playing Cold War Zombies. I played some today. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna do solos, and you can get guns, the DLC guns that you didn't unlock or never unlocked in Call of Duty Warzone and the Call of Duty Black Ops. You can unlock it in zombies, doing missions in zombies. So collecting stuff and trading the stuff you find in the zombies game to unlock DLC weapons. So I'm going to do that because I've got a few ones I want that I haven't unlocked, and I missed out on parts of different seasons and stuff. So be on the lookout for those uploads. I might put some commentary in there. I don't know. But I will have some at least two videos on how to level up in Plunder and in Battle Royale. So, or Redemption Island. Redemption Island seems to be a thing right now. So anyway, I'm going back at it. You guys have a good news night and sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. And God save your ass if you got bed bugs, because fuck, they're terrible. Peace out, motherfuckers. Mr.